like going, I forgot what I had named the video. But yeah, we back. I'm back. I'm back with another one. Nah, I'm just came to chop it up for a little bit, for the ones who got channel subscriptions on the channel, man, thank you for having a channel subscription, and for the ones that don't, man, go get one so we can keep this thing going. We can kind of keep it lit, and it's kind of weird because I love doing these live streams. What's up, Placebo Ghost? What's good with you, man? Yeah, I love doing these live streams. I get caught up in life sometimes and I'll slow down, but it's like almost like resetting myself to come back and keep it going. And I'm like, dang, we've been here for 5 years now. For the ones that's been here the whole time, yeah, thank you. We gonna keep it going. Hopefully we get new people to come in and start sharing their experiences, or new people to start coming in on the Discord at times and sharing yourself, because I like to always talk to new people out there. You feel me? I love everybody in Discord, but I love when new people also come in and and give us explanations and come up with good topics, because we talk about everything, but I'm about to take it a little further. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing videos about other stuff too, and then I'm trying to have my girl come in with me so we can do some videos about family life and relationships. What's up with it, Green Buds? I gotta wait, huh? Your mic is low. Oh, dang. Okay, hold on. Let me see, bro. That's test. Oh man, I'm all the way up in the red, man. You must got some, I don't know what kind of headphones you got. But also the ones that got channel subscription, I'm about to start back doing giveaways, because I still got stuff that people had sent me to actually give away, but it's just been kind of sitting. So I said I gotta push it on up out of here. So I'm about to do a giveaway like in the next few days. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a good one. So for the ones that got channel subscriptions, I'm gonna do a big giveaway for people that got channel subscriptions, and then I'm gonna do a small giveaway for people that are just here. You can't leave everybody, you can't leave nobody out, because everybody that comes here, I think I just be wanting to know everybody to know that everybody. I was about to say, you definitely loud enough. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Green Buds, Green Buds got to get some better headphones or something. But nah, cause I definitely appreciate everybody that's here. Cause like I said, it's been 5-6 years now that I've been coming here to YouTube and doing these videos, and I had a lot of support from a lot of people, and a lot of people then came, a lot of people then left, a lot of people then came back. You feel me? And it's like, it's just kind of awesome to be able to have a place where we can come and like share experiences. And like, I don't want everybody out there to think it's always about psychedelics, because everything is psychedelic, but it's a lot more stuff going on. So it's like, it'd be cool when new people come in, share their experiences, or just come in and like kind of chop it up. You feel me? But I'm kind of trying to change things so I can like kind of get a good podcast on the schedule, to where people would know this is when we going live. Every time I do it, it ain't, it didn't work out. This is my YouTube, my Discord, Gzo. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. All right, no doubt, man. But yeah, and I don't mind collabing with people too that actually got channels. Like, especially if you got a channel, I don't mind doing one-on-one talks, or anything of that nature. Like, if you got a YouTube channel, you want me to come to your channel, chop it up with you, come to your channel and do some stuff, like, man, hit me up, just tap in with me. I don't mind doing that. I like to support upcoming channels. You know, because shoot, a lot of people that, you know, you'll surpass me, and that's what I'm hoping. You know, I want everybody to know, like, everybody is special. There's not, you know, we can say this person is better than that person, but I think everybody is special in their own little way, because everybody is running through this thing, creating their own thing. You feel me? Everybody got their own way that they going. You feel me? Everybody got their own way that they look at life, and I don't think anybody is right or wrong. And it's like crazy because we start to grab on to a lot of these rights and wrongs, and once we do that, you feel me? We don't know how to let go. We hold on to it. We hold on to our belief system. You feel me? Oh yeah, I know nothing wrong with showing love, but we hold on to these belief systems, and then we make that our life, and it's just you know, a lot of these things is just another program for you to run on your system. That's all they be. They just be programs for you to run on your system. You feel me? And like, we'll take these programs and we'll make these programs us. And a lot of times the program don't even be us. It just be the program. You feel me? Like in a lot of these programs, like I was tripping off the like, I'm telling you, for a minute, like, spirituality, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you, spirituality had me like captivated. I guess from what I was seeing in my experiences and diving in. And then when I got to the point of seeing that spirituality was nothing but another program, like all the other programs, spirituality is another program. Because it's like kind of trippy, because, you know, when people get spiritual, they start thinking that they are better than everybody else. And you'll really put that in your head, and you'll really believe that since you think you know this, and this, it makes you better than those people over there. And it's like, man, I start seeing that, and it's like, it's kind of trippy, man. Because it's like, that's what we'll do. We'll think just because we dive in. Like I was at that point when diving in on mushrooms and shit. You feel me? I felt like people that didn't take psychedelics, they didn't know what the hell they was talking about. And what's crazy is there's some truth to that. You know, it's some truth to that, because a lot of people, like, people can come in, people can come and talk about demons. People can come and talk about spirits. They can come and talk about gods of Egypt, but they never had the experience of seeing these things. Like, it's a big difference. You know, it's a big difference when you talking about it and explaining it to somebody, but you explain. It's like trying to teach somebody basketball, but you ain't never played the game. Every coach on a basketball team was a damn good basketball player. They was like one of the best on the court. You feel me? And once they wasn't able to play no more, they got into coaching and something like that, or somebody picked them up as a coach. Man, you need to start coaching. You feel me? So I feel like that's one thing that I can say is, you know, I'm not saying that when they out there talking these things that they don't know what they talking about. What I'm saying is they speaking on something that they ain't never had the experience of standing in front of. They never stood in front of these so-called gods or these spirits that they talk about. You feel me? They conjure the spirits. Like, it's kind of weird because people will conjure these spirits and then give these spirits a job. And then they wonder why the spirit's doing what the spirit's doing, because you told the spirits this is what they do. So it's like kind of crazy, because we'll create the spirits not knowing, even if we got them from somebody else, we'll create them within ourselves, and then boom, we'll give them a job. We'll say, oh, this is what the evil spirits do. Oh, this is what the good spirits do. And like, I'm like seeing now, like, all is spirit. You feel me? There's nothing that's not spirit. It's like we just taking the unknown and we putting a label on it. So it's like the things that we think are there, we the ones that's creating it, and then we all come together and agree on it. Oh, these is what demons are. And it's like, dang, bro, like you get to seeing it, you be like, oh my God, man. Like I've been I've been fooling myself this whole time. And no, it's easy to be fooled. It's easy to be fooled because it's like weird because the way we even come up. What's up? Whoop-de-whoop. What's up with it? It's so easy to be fooled these days. And half the time, I think we get fooled on purpose because we like to believe. You feel me? Like when you grasp, when you get something that you can believe in and you can be a part of, man, you forget about everything else. Like I was seeing somebody saying that they was on drugs real bad. And, you know, Jesus saved them from being on drugs. And I'm going like shit like that make me think. It make me feel like, dang, bro, that's how powerful you are. You so powerful that you can create a more powerful being or entity than yourself and then use that entity in order to stop doing the things that you don't like. I said, damn, it don't get no more powerful than that. Because it's like we the ones who put everything and everybody in the place that, I said, man, every time, that's why I be like, this shit is like a chess game. Yeah, good morning, man, good morning. I said, it's like a chess game. I said, if you don't think it's like a chess game, when you start your day, when you go out and you look at everybody, watch the position that you put everybody in to play in your life. The position that you put the ones that you look up to. You feel me? You put them in like that Jesus category. You feel me? In that category, like that king category. It's like you position everything on the board in order to play out the way that you want it. You feel me? So it can be somebody bad and you'll still put them in a high position because you'll look up to them in a certain type of way of some sort, and you'll put them in that high position. And now everything that they say, you'll look at it as, you know, it's helping you. Not knowing that you the one who gave them that power to do that thing. You the one instilled that in them. When you went and you looked for love and found somebody to love, you put that love from yourself within that person in order to receive that shit back. It's like, it's kind of weird, bro. Like, and I think that's the dope thing about it. I think that's the dope thing about it is the fact that it seems like it's separated. It seems like it's not you. It always seems like it's somebody else. Like, that's the crazy thing. And I think that's just because the way we come in contact with others and stuff. You feel me? It was like, what's the name? Like, I think that was, it was either Dave Chappelle or Cat Williams was saying basically like, you know, you'll come into somebody else's dream. You will step into, you got your own dream. I got my dreams. Shahai got his dream. Green Buzz got their dream. Whoop-de-whoop. Everybody got their own dream. But then sometimes your dream can be somebody else's. Like he said, when I went to that club, even though I'm Dave Chappelle, I went to the club, I seen a dude that work a regular 9 to 5, and he was in there popping bottles, you feel me, partying hella hard. When he go home, he like, man, yeah, man, I was turned up in the club. You feel me? Guess who was up in there with me? Dave Chappelle see me in there turning up. Dave Chappelle stepped into his dream. You feel me? It's like they dreams kind of collided, came together, but the dream became his. It wasn't even Dave Chappelle's. He's a big name comedian. So it's like, dang, we have our own dreams and we dream in our own dreams, and then your dream bump into my dream. And now my dream either become yours or your dream become my dream. And it's like fucking weird, bro. But that's the dope part about it, that show you, like these little things show you the connection of everything, how everything is connected and everything is one thing. Because for me to be able to come out of my dream and go into your dream and become part of your dream is like fascinating to me. Like, it's a lot of these little things like this back in the days, they didn't fascinate me. Now, It be all the little things that I see that fascinate me. The way people are, the way, the way I even position people to be in my life. Like, it's weird because, like I was saying, I moved from my hometown to San Diego because I felt like my hometown was like too much going on. It was like way too much. So it's like I went from there to here to try to do something better than what I felt like was going on over here. But it was like something that I was creating. I was running from myself. I wasn't even running from nobody else. 'Cause I was like, oh man, the people I hang around with. It's like I made everything bad and chaotic. Because what I'm doing here, I could have did it in my hometown around all my family. But instead, I made it to where I made it feel like I had to get away from that. What's up with it, Philip? I made it seem like I had to get away from that. And it took for me to go in on all these dives to see that I was the one creating that. Because despite what you doing, I got a choice still to do what I do. So if you out there making mistakes, that don't mean I got to make the mistakes you make. And that don't mean that I got to always fault you every time I think you making a mistake. Because some people just going to be the way they is. Some people, this is, we like, once we even get some kind of information, we think we can run around and change people. I said, this shit is crazy, bro. I said, we think we can run around and change people and make their life better. And I'm not saying that you probably can't, but that kind of control right there is just going, like, it's like, how was I going to say this? That's your dream turning into their dream. So it's like your dream that you have now. It's like, oh, I got to go give it to this person. I got to go give it to that person. I said, that's why, I love consciousness and all and spirituality and all that. But to me now, it's like those are somebody else's dreams. And even though they are beautiful, that's why we decided to take them and become those dreams right there. Because to us, spirituality and all that was the beauty. It was the awesomeness of everything. You feel me? That's like the same thing. Like I was saying, a person going and getting off of drugs using Jesus or using Buddha or Allah. It didn't matter which one they chose. That they used that thing in order to give them put them in that space that they needed to be in to overcome certain obstacles that was in life. And it's like, this is what we do. We use all these different things because the obstacles that are in front of us are only obstacles that we made. You feel me? The hurdles, we jumped the hurdle and then we the one put the hurdle right there in order to jump it. I don't know. It's like we push ourselves so far, bro. In life, it's like, it's weird. You feel me? Like a person that probably started climbing counters when they were a kid and then they get they jumping off counters and couches and when they get grown, now they jumping out of planes. It's like we push everything to the furthest extent. But yeah, what's up with it, Philip? We push everything to the furthest extent, man. I'll be sitting up here. We was talking about this last night. I said weed don't even work the way it used to. Weed don't even, when I get high now, I'm telling you, my mind get to thinking about so much shit half the time, bro. It only get to thinking about life and what's going on with life. And it just showed me how we get caught up in our own stories. Like, I think that's like why my last mushroom trip was the way it was, because we'll make up a story or create a story and we'll get caught up in our own story, like the spirituality story. I ain't trying to knock spirituality or anything like that, but what I'm saying is it's just another illusion within the illusion. It's almost like a person on drugs. Like, I was watching this show. Oh my God, bro. I was watching the show. It was about drug addicts, basically, that were in love. It was like love and drugs or something like that. And it was like drug addicts that was in love and like, what the fuck? I'm looking at this shit and I'm going, these motherfuckers is in love out on the streets. All they do together is hustle all day in order to get money for drugs. But they dummy in love. Like the illusion that they created was like, whoa. You feel me? And we'll look at it like, okay, they wrong because they on drugs and whoop, whoop, whoop. And they, because they chasing the dragon's tail. But that drug dragon is no different than the spiritual dragon. It's no different. Like that drug that they keep chasing and they willing to do anything for is the same thing that we chasing, disguising itself as something else. So we'll look at them like a drug junkie, but then a person that's into this over here, we won't look at them like that because we didn't put this thing over here on a higher level than that. Not knowing that all these things are illusion. It don't matter which one you get trapped in. The illusion is showing, is giving you what you think is. It's letting you create itself. It's letting you put the bloom in it. It's letting you put the oomph in it. It's like crazy, bro. It's crazy. And also there is a natural buzz. And there is PGR weed, plant growing regulators, but basically GMO tree. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't doubt it. I said weed is getting better and better. Well, I think weed, I said, hey, like I said yesterday, I said we using weed wrong. Just the messenger was right. Just because when I smoke now, I see past lives. I see experiences I had. It was like I get this, my awareness gets so heightened, it be through the roof. Every time I smoke now, it's like I almost see all my fucking trips half the time, bro. It's like everything kind of starts coming back because I think it's a feeling. I think on psychedelics, I think each one of these ideas or whatever you want to call them are like feelings. And like once you attach yourself to that feel, it's like smoking crack, okay? Once you smoke that crack, it give you a feeling. You will chase that thing for the rest of your life until you will chase that thing until you actually look, you will chase that thing until you actually wake up one day with the crack pipe in your hand and see yourself and go, what the fuck am I doing? You feel me? Like, and the weird thing about it is, it's not just drugs. You feel me? This can go on with women. It can go on with cars. It can go on with anything. But you will chase it to the end. You will chase it because that thing gives you a certain euphoria that nothing can come close to. It gives you the God complex. Like, you don't just get that from psychedelics. You get it from meditating. You get it from crystal meth. You get it from crack. You get it from weed. You get it from alcohol. You get it from all these different things. And you know what they all trying to tell you? It's you. It's you. It's not the things. It's you. Once you get that feeling, though, you become attached to it. Like, once you get that feeling of euphoria from psychedelics, you be attached to it to where it don't like a lot of times you won't even have to take psychedelics no more. It can be something somebody say. You can smoke a blunt. You can have a sip of alcohol and it'll put you in that state. Like, I always go in that state before I go to sleep now. Before I'm going to sleep, I go into that psychedelic state and I can see all my dreams. It's like I got access to all of them. And I sit there and I just kind of comb through them and trip off the dreams that I made along the way. Because it's like, sometimes I'll be thinking them dreams be like past lives. I think, why wouldn't they? If this is a dream right here, Like we were saying, yesterday is the dream. Right now is the now. Yesterday was the dream. But if this is a dream right here, then why wouldn't the other ones? We call this real. Why wouldn't the other ones be real? Because you lived it and you experienced it within your sleepness or wherever it was. Let's see. Honestly, I feel the same way about when you look. When I took DMT down in Colombia, when I smoked, now I see what I saw on DMT. Yeah, that's you. You know what's wild, right? See, this is another thing I was geeking off of, because like, you know, when you don't go in for a while, you still see the connections. And like, it's a certain way that our mind goes through these little loops and things in order to for our eyes to see what it see. You know, it goes all through these little connectors and thing, and then it come out and it make this reality. But the way the reality is like pixelated when in at a certain point before it get there, when you it's how do I explain this shit? It's like when you it's like you'll see it. You'll see it like when you blink at times, you'll see those pixelations. You'll see those little fractal things that you be seeing on the trip. Like, it's kind of weird, bro. It's like almost like, let's say your eyesight is infinite, right? In that, within that infinite of what it takes for your eyesight to create what it's within that infinity, you will start at this part of the loop over here, and this part of the loop is where the fractals is before it come in, and it actually becomes what it is. It'll just be like these lines and shit like that. You feel me? It's almost like it's layered. It's layered, or it's made in a way to where it steps to it. And when you take the psychedelics, a lot of time you'll see the steps, but you'll be in the beginning stages of your sight. You feel me? I be seeming like I'm tripping. You'll be in the beginning stages of your sight, even making things what it is, but it'll look like something else. You'll think you getting these crazy ass visuals, but it's normal. You just not at that part. Like, you always making it this. So it's like almost like when you wake up and you first open your eyes and yourself, that thing in there comes back to life and starts to look at life. Like turning on a TV. You feel me? And like the TV be like pixelated before it pop in the view. Like, you'll be like behind that part. You won't be get to have the full spectrum. You'll be at the beginning spectrum of reality almost. Like, I was even tripping off this. Like, this why I was talking about this yesterday about when you smoke DMT and you know how you going through the tunnel. And like when you going through the tunnel, like whenever I go through that tunnel, sometimes it just be me, but a lot of times I see other people. And then it was one time the tunnel had these tall cyclones. Like, you know, it was like a tornado at the top and a tornado at the bottom, but the tips came together like this and they was like spinning, and through the top I could see my face peeking in like this, and through the bottom I could see my face peeking in, and like I see other faces. I was like going, man, I said, what if you going through what if that's like when you was a sperm? What if that tunnel, I'm just saying, because that's what it looked like sometimes. What if that tunnel was you coming out as a sperm trying to find the egg? I was like, just what if? Because if you look at your travels and the way that they go, it's like they're explaining, they're showing us life. They're showing us life. And I think what made me come up with this and think about that is when I had the one trip where it seemed like I was in my mother's womb. It identically, like I was looking outside of the womb, like I was in her belly looking out the womb. And it's like, man, I don't know. I said, as I go and like I be going over all these old videos, I've been kind of piecing things together. And you can kind of see a pattern, like with the psychedelics. I can see how they showed me stuff a long time ago, and I mentioned it, but then I didn't go into depth about it. So basically what they did later on down the road, they gave that to me in my whole experience. They'll put it in like the whole experience. Like I seen the little creature things that's made out of gold in this golden place. And then in another trip, it let me see more of it. Because it's like almost as if all these places and these things exist and they going on at the same time as here, to where you can't see them. But once you grasp that little piece or little speck of them, it'll bring back the memories of you being in that place and seeing that thing before. It's like kind of trippy, man. Half the time I'll be thinking, I've told you, I'll be thinking, it's like, this is why crazy people see things that we can't, but to them, it seems as real as me. Yeah, meaning you. Yeah. Hey, that's a yeah. Because they create that, because everybody create that own illusion, which is wild, because it's almost like we say cars, like when we look at cars, like to you, a Corvette can be the best fast car, and to me it'll be a Ferrari. But it's like, this is how we all do reality. As we walk around, we all create a whole different space. You feel me? But that space never really exists. So we all make it into what we want to make it into. Some of us, and then oh my goodness, come knock my whole thing loose. She came and stole my blunt. I wasn't even finished. Gonna steal my blunt. But dang, I was, man, now I forgot what I was gonna say. Let me take this off, cause nobody in Discord. I ain't turned the Discord on, but nah. That's what I was gonna say. Crazy people, yeah. That's the way they look. We would call them crazy, but they just got a whole different outlook on reality. How they even looking at reality is different. Like a drug addict is looking at reality different than the way we looking at it. Like everybody has their own way of creating this thing. And like, a person can be staying in a shack house on the side of the water, but to them it'll be like a mansion, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I can go put on some pants today that I might think is fire, but then when somebody else see them, they'll be like, man, them motherfuckers is ugly as hell. You feel me? And it's like, we go about reality. Everybody, all of us, we go about. Oh yeah, what's up, young guy? What it do, man? Yeah, it's been a minute. But this is how we all kind of do. We go about reality, justifying the ways that we created it. The way that I put it, I'ma justify it. And the way that I want to look at it, I'm going to make myself look at it that way. And I'm not going to let too many people come along and change the way that I look at it. But I'm going to go around and try to change everybody that looks at reality in a way. Hey, you looking at it wrong. You ain't doing it right. You got to do it this way and that way. And it's like, I think I'm getting tired of them people, man. Sometimes, bro, some days I wake up, I say, I'll be so fed up with spirituality. I said, sometimes I get fed up with everything. And I say, man, this is the biggest fucking act in the world. Everybody got to put on this act. Whatever, if they get spiritual, I said, man, the motherfucker go put on a dashiki and, you feel me, a robe. And it's like everybody got to get into the act and they got to play the part. And if they're not playing the part or they're not dressing like it, then it's something wrong. Like, even when you walking out there in the business world, you have to, if you ain't got on no suit or no tie, you feel me? They gonna look at you in a whole different way. I said, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy because we made the world in a way to where this is how it's supposed to be. And when it's not like that, it kind of jogs people. It kind of messes them up. It throws them off. It make them even look at people in the wrong way. It's like you can't dress the way you want to dress. In life, when you go certain places, you got to be dressed a certain way. You got to look a certain way. You got to act a certain way. If you spiritual, you really got to act a certain way. You got to be spiritual. You got to talk spiritual. You got to know all the spiritual. You got to you got to go read the spiritual handbook. You feel me? You got to go read spiritual handbook. In order to love Jesus, you got to go read the Jesus handbook. You got to go read the Bible. You feel me? If you want to be Muslim, you got to go read the Muslim handbook. For every act there is, they got a handbook on it that you can go read and you can go get all the information, which life is already doing all these things. Life is already showing you everything you need to know as you go. It's showing you everything, but to be able to integrate it into a book and go, hey, this is how you should be. You feel me? I said, man, this shit is the biggest illusion ever. It's the biggest foolery of foolness. You just constantly fooling yourself, playing into the illusion. We constantly playing into it. This right here, what I'm saying right now, this is an illusion. Like, that's why I always appreciate my kids doing stuff their own way. I just try to guide them. Yeah, that's one thing, bro. That's one thing. Kids is something else. Kids are something like the way they even learn, because they just go about it. They kind of go about it their own way. They take your little. I said kids ain't nothing but little fucking reflections of us. Like every time I see my kids, when I see my son doing stuff, it be making me mad, right? When my son get the whining, I can see the grown man me whining, but I called it something else. I called it something else and turned it into something else in order to make it look like I don't whine no more. But I'm like, one, you still whining because he sounds just like you. All the little actions he do, when he tell a little lie, when he go and do something that you told him not to, he just reflecting off of you. But kids is amazing, bro. They amazing to watch grow. To watch them grow up, because watching you watched yourself grow, but then you watch the ones that taught you certain things. Like a lot of people, I know y'all had this. We had them uncles, and they was cool, but they didn't teach us no good shit all the time. They taught us how to sell drugs. You feel me? They taught us how to steal. They taught us how to. But it's crazy because we was taught to look up to people that were older than us. We were taught to look up to our elders. It didn't matter whether they were teaching us something wrong or teaching us something good. You feel me? It's like we was taught to look up after them, and so we followed them. A lot of times, like we wanted to be them. And I said, man, that's all like us, the body, you yourself is nothing but a conglomerate of everything that you seen along the way, and you picked up and you stopped along the way, and you picked up and you stuck it to yourself. You feel me? You just put it on in order to hide the you that you really was. You put all these different things on in order to hide that soft you that nobody sees, that you don't even know no more, because you done took on all these different things and covered the real you with it, and shelled yourself in order to shell yourself away from life or different events or different things that's happening in life. I said, damn, it was crazy, because when I had my mushroom trip, like that's what I seen. I was like this octopus creature, and I'm walking on the bottom of the ocean, but as I'm walking, I'm picking up seashells, rocks, and I'm putting them on myself in order to cover myself and protect myself so none of the predators could see me. None of them could see me. But this is one thing that we walk around and we do. That's why I said, man, the demons and all that shit, man, I don't believe in that shit no more. I don't care what nobody say. You can believe in demons if you want. That's why they always attacking your dumb ass. You can believe in all that stuff if you want to. And then you wonder why you always under attack. Because you created the demons, you put them in your face, you accepted them, and you made them part of your reality. I said, I can hear you talk about it, and I can understand where you're coming from, but I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting no demons. I'm not accepting none of that no more. You feel me? Spirits, I'm not, it's cool to talk about them, but I'm not accepting them no more neither, really, like that. I'm not accepting none of it. I'm like done. I'm done, because it's chaos. It's like me creating chaos for myself. You feel me? I'm creating all these different things. Now I'm going to walk around just like with these seashells. I'm going to create all these different things. Now all these different things going to play a part in my whole life. What's up, LaShawn? The spiritual archetypes. Everyone chooses which one they want to be until they know themselves, and they either laugh at themselves or get mad. That's so much is wasted playing their chosen role. That's no lie. I believe that too. I believe that too. And everybody pick what spiritual archetype they want to be. Then you got to play it out, but you got to go get the handbook first. And then once you get the handbook, the spiritual handbook, and you learn all the lessons, then you put on the act and you start dressing like it. I said that's the only thing that I like about my journeys is that I seen the ups and downs of my journeys, and it didn't make me into this thing that everybody else thought they had to be in order to be in that life, in order to be spiritual, whatever it is. I didn't have to, it didn't make me change who I felt like this was. It didn't make me, I didn't go out and I didn't try to, start dressing like Steve Harvey or somebody. I didn't go out and, I don't go around and only talk spirituality because I'm like already seeing now everything is spiritual. This is spirit. Once I started understanding that, bro, I don't know. I just kind of threw everything out the window. I said, man, why am I going to carry all that luggage? I said, people building up all these bags and this luggage, the spiritual manual. You got to get the spiritual handbook, bro, or you don't know spirituality. And another thing, you got to, you need the handbook, young God. You got to have the spiritual handbook in order so you can quote some of the spiritual people that came within the handbook that was spiritual. See, so once I start quoting the spiritual people that we say was the most spiritual, now you can believe me. You feel me? But I had to do all these different things for you to accept that I was spiritual or that I was this. Or I was that. I had to give you quotes from the handbook and put it in your face. Oh my God. I used to be Christian for many years. Once I turned into an adult, I realized it wasn't for me, and I pushing religion on my kids. Yeah, that's one thing that I don't. I don't push religion on my kids at all. Not like I had it pushed on me to where like I had it pushed on me like we all probably a lot of us had it pushed on us to where we didn't have a choice to believe anything. We came into life and was given a religion. Like straight up, here it is. This is where we going. We got to go to church. We got to go pray to God. Oh, this is who God is. You feel me? And it's crazy, bro, because I think religious people after a certain while, I don't even think they believe it no more. They just scared they going to go to hell if they don't. Because I know sometimes they wake up and they just want to go, man, this is some bullshit. I bet you they do, bro. I know at once, and I know the pastor. I was just seeing this morning. I went online because, like, when they become pastors and stuff like that, they think God sent them to be a pastor, and then I seen the pastor that got killed. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I go, God damn. I said, man, when he got shot, I know he was like, man, God, why you do this shit to me? Like Jesus on the cross. Like, Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? You feel me? Like, I didn't believe. I done did everything. And now look, I'm laying here about to die. And somebody that shot me 4 times. It's like, hold on. I know they one time, bro, they gotta at least wake up and go and know that it's some bull. Because the deeper you get into what you do, and I said that's why it's probably easy for a lot of them to take so much money from people. because they start seeing that it's just some bull. This is some bull that I'm giving everybody, but I'm gonna keep giving it to them because I didn't got so good. I read the handbook. And the handbook said this is what I said. But I got so good at the handbook that I was able to write my own to rewrite the shit and give it to them in order so they'll accept it. You feel me? I said, dang, man, I said it's crazy because I don't know what would it be like if we didn't walk around always trying to give people our belief system. It's like we always trying to I know this now. I'm trying to give it to you. It saved me. It's gonna save you. Like when this happened, man, I drank 2 cups of milk and it saved my life. Well, nigga, I'm lactose intolerant. I drink 2 cups of milk. I might die right here. I'll be walking around with the bubblies all day or something. He said, I do think the son of the most I do think he's the son of the most high, but I don't think God is a lot of people like he's God. He specially said, don't worship me, worship the Father. Yeah, because Jesus but that's the thing, bro. Like we can't let these little things go, right? You gotta understand. These certain things was planted within us. Planted to where when we grew our tree, we took the water from that in order to grow our tree. So once we grew it, that thing right there was always a part of it. So we won't let it go. We can't let it go. It's a part of us now. So even when that's why it's so hard to let go on psychedelics. Because a lot of people, it's hard to let go because they want to hold on to everything that's here. I gotta hold on to it. You feel me? Because this thing is gonna save my life. This thing is gonna do this. This thing was a good story. But just because it was a good story and it makes sense, it don't make it true. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It does not make it true. But we have to make up the stories as we went along, bro. And the stories got better and better. Like for us, it's weird because when you go back then, I could understand like the us having believing in the Bible or whatever religion it was. I could understand back then, but it is like 2023. We seen that them people back then, they weren't. We could say they were smart. But their belief systems let me know they weren't that smart. They wasn't as smart as we think they were. The stuff that they were doing, the reason they was killing people over religion and all these different things, bro, that's some shit that we should be like, man, that's the one thing we don't need. That's the one thing we do not need. It's causing too much confusion. It's causing too much conflict. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's 2024. My bad. Yeah, I'm just saying it's 2024, bro. Like, it's 2024. Like, us as people, we should not have no kind of caveman thinking. The caveman is dead. We should let the caveman go and go, okay? We not cavemen no more. We not living in caves and shit, writing on bricks and, you feel me, and stuff like that. We need to let it go in order so we can push forward with our understanding. Because nothing is going to come out the sky right now. Nothing's going to come and just save us like that. We so-called saving ourselves. Nothing is going to come and come. They've been waiting for it forever. They've been writing all kind of... I can't wait to hear the stories. Like, when it's like 4,000 in stories. Look, when it's 4023, when it's 4024, I can't wait. I wonder what it's going to be like then. Like 1,000 years from right now, 2,000 years from right now, I guarantee you, man, we're going to be an elevated species that's going to be above everything. They're going to laugh at us. Like, we should be laughing at the ancients. Going, oh, shoot, okay, they was on to something, but man, what the fuck? They was tripping. Yeah, they created a lot of unseen things for you. They created your demons. They created all that stuff for you to carry around and walk around with you. Now, because you got the spiritual handbook, and the spiritual handbook taught you about all the ideas and the thoughts. That's what I'm going to call them. I don't even call them spirits no more. I call them ideas and thoughts and shit like that. I don't even call them spirits no more. But now you got to walk around with it, though, and live with that. Live within that thing right there, which is fucking trippy to me now. No, yeah, it's man, crack is bringing people together, green buds. But that don't mean it's good. I'm just saying. Look, drugs is bringing people together. Crack, crystal meth, cocaine. I'm just saying, but that don't mean that it's good. That don't mean that it's good. It just it's just making people like each other. And I don't even know if it's making them like them. It's just like, man, I'm going to put up with you because this told me to. I know, look, one thing though, right? Bad nobody steal my spiritual handbook. You feel me? If you hear these lessons I taught today anywhere, let me know, because the shit I be saying, I don't even be hearing nobody else say for some reason. Sometimes I think I went too far on psychedelics, bro. I went beyond the beyond. I went beyond the beyond is beyond. Like, I went beyond the beyonds, the beyond the beyond. What's up, Big Chill? Crack bag, God good. Oh, God can only be who you say he is. Ain't that some shit, though? That's who God gonna be. God gonna be that. God gonna be whatever you say God is. Ain't that some shit? And how is that? Because you can say God is somebody and I can say God is nobody. But God gonna play that exact part within us, period. It don't matter who you are. You get to choose your God. It's like almost like you still in GTA building the character. It's like it's build a God now. You feel me? You can build God up to who you want God to be. You got to, God don't even got to say nothing in order to have you dress him up and put him on something and put him somewhere. Hold on, let's see. Today, I'm going to put him on this Tupac shirt. You feel me? Matter of fact, I was going to put him in the Jabos, but I'm going to just go and throw him in some short pants because it's going to be hot today. And, I don't want God sweating. I said, that's the crazy thing about it. God only going to be who you choose God to be. God can't be nobody else. Not going to try to be nobody else. It's too busy being everything. Until we put him on something. You feel me? Put me on something. Yeah, people do. People with the same ideas come together. Yeah, build a God, man. I'm telling you, it's already build a reality. You think it's not going to be build a God also? When you can build the creator? Because you're going to be like, my God don't do that. Wait, what you mean? And then after a while, it's like, okay, yeah, my God accept gays. Well, my God don't. My God still don't accept gays. My God don't do this. My God do this. My God do that. You feel me? And and a lot of times it's the God that already been created that said this is what God does, even though God never came and said, hey, man, this is me. This is what I do. And all these different things. We take the stories of other people saying, oh, this is what God said. This is who God is. And it's like, bro, I ain't believing that shit no more. He said you can't create God. God created, you created God to create you. Big Chill. Bro, you created God to create you. In order to make yourself, you had to make God to make you. You feel me? You had to. Because I'm not even gonna get into it because I know, and I know you know. I know you know. Let's see. Nozzle spray online. Look into it. It takes you into heaven for 2 hours. It's also called the Heaven Gates Key. What? Oxytocin nasal spray. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check that out. Preacher. Oh, is that? I think Exile was talking about that stuff. I think Exile was talking about that. If I ain't mistaken. Let's see. Preachers do it all the time, and I have different interpretations of the spiritual manual. Oh, yeah, they do. Everything requires a creator, a God. Yeah, that's the you. That's the you. That's the you creating, because you have to. You have to put these different things down for yourself in order to make reality what it is for you. For you. But just because you did that don't mean everybody else got to do it. This is your interpretation from your studies, from what you learned over your time. This is what you're saying. That's it. Like, this is just me saying this from my standpoint. From my standpoint. Because God only got the qualities of humans. Why? Why do God got the qualities of humans? Why God got love? Why God need hate? Why God need any of these things? Why God even need to be anything? Oh, because you said he had to. You said that God had to be these things. You said that God had to play all these different parts. You put God in the position to play all the parts that you said God was and what parts he's supposed to play, because this is what God do. And then, even though the thing is, these other things that you would call evil, you say, oh man, you have to put him up against somebody and put somebody on the other side to play the other parts. You feel me? But all this thing is still that one thing being everything. It's the one thing being all things at one time. And it's like crazy, bro. We all gods. Even the Bible said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And Jesus said, man, these things I do. He said, man, this stuff I do, this shit ain't nothing. He said, you'll be able to do all this and more. All this and more. So, is he not telling you that, hey, man, you above what you think you are? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Big Chill. I ain't gonna lie, you know, I just don't, these days I'm not accepting it all, bro. I think, I think God is part of the illusion. But if I come on here and I keep saying that, it's gonna run people off, because they don't like, we want to hear the truth, but we don't want to hear the truth. It's like we want to hear the illusional truth. It's like you give me the illusional truth to give me some kind of hope, then it's better. Because now I got a little bit of hope, and I can, I can work with that. Nah, I don't. I can work with that, bro. But it's got to be some type of hope out there. You got to have that hope. Dang, man. Back from wholesale. I was bad. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah. I'm about to have to. But I got to go, y'all. I'm supposed to have to go to work. So we'll be back. And I'm going to touch bases. I said people want that decaf. Yeah, they want the decaffeinated truth. Look, this is the truth that you want. You want the truth that you was already given. That's why we can't let go. You feel me? We want the truth that we already had. We want the truth that we already created, that we already made. We don't want the underlying truth, the truth. We don't want that. We don't want that, because it's gonna mess up the shit I already created. I don't need nobody to step up in here and stop all this I already made. The Farius watch it. You'll find out one day. Hope it ain't too late. Nah, I already found out. That's one of the things that they gotta do, right? That's one of the things that the ones gotta do. Now I gotta throw this at you. See, I don't have to throw all that at you and say you gonna find out, because you gonna keep putting it out there yourself in order to find it, in order to see it. You're gonna always throw it out there for yourself. But that's what you're supposed to do. And then for the ones that don't believe or don't accept, we have to make them look bad or like try to, oh well, something gonna happen to you. You don't believe now. Now, see, once you do that, the devil is gonna know because you believe that's what's gonna happen to you. That's why you always under attack from the devil or the demons because you accept all the bullshit. And it's like I'm never under attack. Life is just being life. If something happens that's not good, that's just what happened. It don't mean that I'm being attacked by no demons or nothing like that. This is just life. I said, damn, the demons must be jumping into these animals, eating other animals. You feel me? I said, demons be tripping, but that's what we do, bro. That's what we do. You can't handle the truth. Not for real, but I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm gonna tap in later on, though. Later on, I'm gonna come back, like probably after like 5 once I get off, and then I'm gonna open the Discord so we can chop it up. But I don't believe in consequences. There's consequences to everything. You feel me? If I don't drink water, I'm gonna get dehydrated. I'm just saying, it's come on, Big Chill. We should have been in there chopping it up, Big Chill, like we usually do. This would have been a good back and forth conversation for us, Big Chill. But I gotta go, man. Peace out. I'ma holler next time. I see ya. You feel me?